Ryan Pryor joins me to talk more about what's really happening at the campus in Harvard. He is Vice President of the Student Coordinating Committee. And Ryan, let me start by asking you, we're speaking on a day when graduation ceremonies are taking place. So what's the mood really like at the campus? Somber, uncertain?
Yeah, no, it's an incredible mixture of joy and grief. So it's very bittersweet for many people because they're walking across the stage for graduation tomorrow on a day when they don't know if they're going to be legal residents of the U.S. About half the students at the school where I am at, which is the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, more than half of them are international students, and so they don't know if they'll be able to stay in the country afterwards. And many people have come to Harvard because they plan on working in the U.S. afterwards. And so there's tremendous uncertainty for many people. And so many of these people have phenomenal lives ahead of them, incredible leadership skills. And there's 11 heads of state that have gone through this master's program that I am in at the Kennedy School. So many of these people have the sky is the limit for what they're capable of doing. And they wanted to come spend a lot of their career working in the U.S. And so it's really sad to see people who believe so much in American ideals who don't have the opportunity to contribute to what makes our country great.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, is there a coordinated effort by your team to try and provide some answers, some solutions for students who are anxious about their present and, of course, about their future?
Yeah, we're spending a lot of time in community, communicating with basically 1,000 different students at the Kennedy School, and there's more than 10,000 graduate students across the campus. And a lot of it just waiting to hear about there's going to be an important federal hearing tomorrow, which is on exactly the same day as commencement. We're hoping that Harvard has sued the federal government, and we're hoping that as the first part of that lawsuit is heard on Thursday, that could result in at least a short-term win for Harvard that could extend the runway for many of these students. And but for right now, I think it's to spend time with family and try to drink in the joy of the occasion. Of many people have spent 5 or 10 years trying to prepare themselves to come to Harvard, and this is the culmination of an incredible accomplishment for so many people. So I think leaning into the joy of this moment is probably the most important thing, and being with family is a great joy. And many people are showing their families the tours of the campus and getting to meet so many different classmates. So that's a really positive thing that everyone's experiencing right now. And then in terms of it's very tricky with the immigration status, not knowing exactly the mechanisms by which these visas might get revoked. A lot of new visas are not being granted. We know that's happening in a lot of different countries. And so for people who already have an international student visa at Harvard, those are the ones who are in a particularly precarious position. And we're kind of just waiting and seeing and taking a lot of guidance from Harvard's international office to figure out how to manage the next steps. But I think it's wait and see and spending time with family, and then trying to hope for the best that many of these people might have some opportunity to stay in the country.
In terms of legal options, legal remedies, or potential legal options that students can evaluate, what is it that you are offering to them?
Yeah, my role is I'm one of the vice presidents on the Kennedy School of Student Government, so I'm vice president of communications. So the specific role that I'm playing is just trying to help get the message out for the value that the international students bring to Harvard and bring to the country. And I was a journalist at CNN prior to coming to grad school, so I've been connecting a lot of the students here with TV networks who can give voice to what they're experiencing. And I want the world to really know that as a U.S. citizen, I've probably been at no other point have I been more proud to be an American than being in community with students from 96 different countries, all of whom really uphold the best in what America's ideals are, and who believe in what this country means. And so I want their predicament to be shown, but I also want to show what phenomenal leaders so many of them are, and how profoundly lucky we should all feel as Americans to have them here in the country. And in terms of the specifics of the immigration status, I'm not an expert in that aspect of it, but we're waiting. We are receiving a lot of good guidance from Harvard as an institution to try to get through the specifics of it. But one thing I will note with the way that the Harvard has filed these lawsuits, and its primary interest is defending its own longevity as an institution, while Harvard tries to preserve itself as a university in the first place, a lot of people experience tremendous pain in that process, and many individual lives are upended in ways that Harvard cannot fully account for, and that's really a very sad thing. And I think that leaders in Washington should really be mindful of the fact that they're really potentially ruining so many of people's lives, and having to destroy a lot of dreams of people who felt that they have been such high achievers their entire life, and we should be lucky to have those people in this country.
I'm glad you're saying that, Ryan, but the sense one gets is that this crackdown is far from over, and it seems that Trump administration is looking to take more steps in an ongoing battle. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, exactly. And it seems complete. The current administration in Washington feels completely as though they're trying to ideologically occupy Harvard and take control of it in every possible way that they can. Or what may end up happening is it's going to systematically destroy or dismantle or turn Harvard into some kind of zombie institution where it still exists, but it almost has no power. So those are all likely. This is all going to take place as a much longer term battle over the next probably 3.5, if not more, years. And the Trump administration has more up its sleeve in terms of potentially looking into taking away Harvard's nonprofit status. They've already taken away essentially all federal grants that the university has. And they're also looking into other options in terms of accreditation status. And it's not Harvard is the crown jewel of American higher education, and it's really an extremely powerful symbol. So going after Harvard is really a way of going after the higher education system in general, and really a lot of the democratic institutions that we hold most dear in this country. So I feel very proud to be part of an institution that is upholding American ideals, and I hope that the rest of the country and the rest of the world really sees our Harvard's fight as valuable and worthy of support. So I'm hoping for the best, and I will do anything I can over the next 1 to 3 years as an alum to uphold an institution that's transformed my life. It's been really the happiest time of my life to be at Harvard, and I hope that future students are able to experience the joy and the transformation that I've experienced this year.
Ryan, as we wrap things up here, I want to quickly ask you this. What's your message to all those Indian students who are watching this, evaluating opportunities at Harvard, but anxious and scared right now? Quickly.
And just truly, my first message would just be that I'm sorry and I apologize that this is happening to you. Also, congratulations that on coming as far as you've come, and I would feel honored to have you in this country. And I think so many Americans would love for you to get to experience your dream here. Being very realistic, I think people should have other options. Consider whether they should go to school in a different country or go to school and go to a different school within the U.S. That's something that they have to keep in mind. But also take a deep breath and follow this as it's moving. And also have some faith that the American judicial system still has an important way of providing a check and balance on executive power that is being used unjustly. And it could turn out that things work out, but at least for the time being,
Right.
obviously, if you can remove any posts from your social media that might
Right.
be political in some nature, and that could be a detriment for the visa process. Many people have found that to be the case, and
Indeed.
but I hope overall that the American tradition of free speech is preserved, and I think that I would love for them to be able to come here and be part of this great tradition that we've had for 250 years.
All right, let's leave it there. Ryan, a cautious note at which we are wrapping this up. Thank you so much for joining me on this edition of this very special show on Trump's crackdown on Harvard.